Welcome back to FM Story. In the last episode, we began season 4 of this South American Glory Hunt. Save we're still with Internacional. We managed to pick up 3 trophies in that first episode of the season. We won the Supercopa de Brazil, we won the Copa Sudamericana, and we won the state championship for the 4th successive season. But now, the only true aim for the season begins. We have to win that Copa de Brazil. So without further ado, let's get into the action. We are into the middle of May. We've got the 4th round of the Copa de Brazil coming up against Amazonas. And since the end of the last episode, we've actually started the league season so much better than we have in either of the last 2 seasons. And we've started the Copa de Brazil campaign well as well. So we ended the last episode with the victory in the second leg of the state championship playoff final against Juventude. We then beat Universidad de Chile 2-0 in the Copa Libertadores. We opened the league campaign with a 5-2 victory against Fortaleza, with their 2 goals coming from our former player Alamau. The third round of the Copa de Brazil, we were drawn against a non-league team, or a team that are outside of the playable leagues in Brazil. We won the first leg at home 7-0. We then followed that up with another victory in the league, a 3-2 victory over Atletico Mineiro. We drew 2-2 with Fluminense in the Copa Libertadores, which is a bit of a kick in the teeth because going into injury time, we were winning 2-0, and then they scored in the 91st and the 93rd minute. We then won the second leg of the Copa de Brazil 5-1. And then more wins continuing from there. A 2-0 victory away at Sao Paulo, a 5-1 victory at home in the Copa Libertadores, and our most recent game, a 1-0 victory away from home against Atletico Goianiense. Going into this 4th round of the Copa de Brazil, where we've been drawn against Amazonas, who are in Serie B in Brazil. League-wise, things are going great. We've won 4 from 4. As I say, a big difference from the way we started the last 2 seasons, even though we managed to go on and win the league title in both of those seasons. We're into the quarterfinal. We're into the second round of the Copa Libertadores, where we've been drawn away against Fortaleza from Colombia. And overall, things are going pretty well so far this season. Mateo Lamas, for such a young player, has hit the ground running. 18 goals in 17 games. Aravena has been outstanding. 15 goals and 22 assists in 23 games. Claudinho and Christian Barros are both in double figures for goals. Mauricio's in double figures for assists. And overall, everything's going pretty well. Hopefully now we can go into this game against Amazonas and put us in a strong position ahead of the home leg to make it into the quarterfinals. We are missing Aravena, who's out for quite a while. Bustos and Lamas are both doubtful. Probably not going to be risked. But hopefully we can continue the way we set off in the 3rd round of the Copa de Brazil. So this is the side we've picked for the away leg. Obviously, as we said, we're not going to risk Bustos and Lamas. Bustos actually wasn't ready for a fitness test. Lamas didn't need a fitness test, but he's going to be on the bench just in case we need him. Paz is playing right back. Without Aravena and with Lamas not fully fit, we've gone with Ricardo Matias through the middle, with Semenyo off the right, Barrios off the left, and hopefully we've got a strong enough side to pick up a result here. Right, Mauricio with a corner for us into the near post. Vital gets up, powers the header down at the near post, past the keeper, and gives us an early 1-0 advantage. It's just clipped into the near post. Vital on the charge, gets up, heads it past the keeper. Right, Taunalara with a free kick, lifted towards the back post. They got up above Basic, and they've hammered it clear. Paz at the back, bringing it forward, then loses out. Barrios has won it back though, goes past the last man into the box, fires a cross goal but couldn't keep it on target. Another corner, Mauricio to take. Goes short. Barrios into Vital. The shot's blocked. Semenyo into Lara. It's worked its way to Paz. Shot from the edge of the box into the back of the net. It didn't look like the most convincing of strikes, but it's found its way in. So Semenyo got to the byline, pulls it back to Lara, who's going away from goal. Finds Otavio, who just helps it on, and Paz hits it first time and gave the keeper no chance. Right, Mauricio with another corner, this time aimed to the back post. Vital again gets his head on it, and it hits the woodwork and goes behind. We've been forced into an early change with Paz having picked up a knock, so Matias Diaz has come on at right back. Right, Lara with a throw, Claudinho back to him. Tomo Basic. A weak effort straight down the keeper's throat in the end. And then the keeper goes long. They've got it. And they're breaking through. Vital got a touch on it, but they've still got it into the box, squared it. And we almost threw the 2-goal advantage away there. And there we are, half-time, 2-0 up. We've dominated. We probably should have more goals than we've got. But more of the same in the second half, hopefully. We've made a further change at half-time. Ricardo Matias had a disappointing game, so Esteval's coming on the right. Semenyo's gone through the middle. Claudinho back to Lara. Barrios to Claudinho in the box. Mauricio finds Esteval. Shot's blocked. Diaz goes back to Otavio. Lara loses out. And Otavio tidies it up at the back and back to Andrew. Now Lara wide. Barrios back to Otavio. And popping the ball around without really doing anything. But Barrios down the line. Claudinho loses out in the right back spot. But a poor pass. Basic finds Mauricio, who goes from distance, and it was always just bending wide of the post. Right, they've tried to play the way through the middle. Otavio tidies it up. Finds Mauricio. Esteval in behind looking for Semenyo, who got there before the keeper, but he was offside. Right, Lara with a throw. Basic, Claudinho, Mauricio looking for Semenyo, but again, he looked like he was in an offside position. And then the shot goes wide. Right, a late corner in injury time for them. A chance to halve the deficit before the second leg. It's chipped in, it's headed home. And somehow, despite having 32 shots, we're going to go into the second leg with a 1-goal advantage. We've ended up with 33 shots, 12 on target. We've scored 2. We were really missing Aravena and Lamas in the attacking areas there. And we've made the second leg unnecessarily harder than it needed to be. We're now at the end of May and we've got the second leg against Amazonas. Obviously, we've made it a lot harder for ourselves by conceding that late goal in the first leg. We've got a 1-goal advantage going into this home tie. We've played 2 games since that first leg. And what we've done is largely picked a rotated side to rest some of the players. We've had a bit of a busy run through the state championship, through April, through the early part of May. So it was a pretty much fully rotated team. We drew 0-0 at home against Atletico Paranense, and then we won 1-0 the following game at home against Vasco da Gama with a goal from Ricardo Matias. We have picked up a couple of injuries in those games. So going into the second leg, Aravena's still out. He's probably out for another 2 weeks and then the time to get fit again. Wanderson picked up an injury He was to be out for 2 to 3 weeks. Nicolas Paz picked up a knock in that first leg against Amazonas. So he was out to be out for 2 to 3 weeks as well. So it's unlikely that either of them will start this second leg. But we're in a strong position. We've got an advantage, and we need to do the job at home to see ourselves through to the next round. So it's time for the second leg against Amazonas. We've gone with a very similar team to the first leg. Hopefully we can make it through now to the quarterfinal. Obviously, we've made it a lot harder for ourselves by conceding that late goal to make it 2-1 on aggregate, but it is a home tie, so hopefully we can see our way through. We have an interesting call-up on the bench, Cadinho, who is fresh out of the under-18 team, who has scored 38 goals in 32 games for the under-18s this season. So we've brought him into the squad with Aravena still being out injured to provide a bit of backup along with Ricardo Matias for Mateo Lamas. So early on, not much happening, only one shot so far. Mauricio with a corner into the near post. It's up in the air. Claudinho outside the box, finds Vitao. White to Nicolas Paz. Forward from right back, squares it. Semenyo with a tap in. Restores the 2-goal advantage that we had towards the end of the first leg. And hopefully from here, it should be fairly plain sailing. Should work the ball across the box, Paz in space, goes past his man, just pulls it back, and Semenyo gets there in front of Lamas to tap home. Free kick for them, pulled to the edge of the area in space, comes back off the post, and we nearly gifted them a way back into the tie there. And Mauricio with a corner into the near post. We've got the head on it, but unfortunately it's gone over the top. We've not actually been quite as dominant as I was hoping we would be in the second leg against a team from a lower division. Right, free kick, Basic to take it. Pulls it to Mauricio on the edge of the box, finds Claudinho in the box. And he's offside. It was actually pretty well worked, but not quite timed the best. Mauricio now, wide to Semenyo, tries to cut into the box. They go back to the keeper. But he only finds Tau and Lara. Low cross in, Lamas back to Claudinho. He scores this time. And it's 2-0 on the night, 4-1 on aggregate. And we should be pretty safely into the quarterfinals now. Lara just driving forward. Gets the byline. Low cross takes a nick. Lamas tidies it up, pulls it back to Claudinho, and he fires past the keeper. Right, free kick to the back post. Keeper punches. Semenyo returns it, and it lands on the roof of the net. And there we are. Half time, 2-0. We've not been anywhere near our best, but we've got the 2 goals. We've got a 3-goal advantage on aggregate going into the second half. And hopefully we can just finish off the job professionally. Right, so we made a couple of changes at half time. Paz was carrying a knock into the game, so Matias Diaz has come on at right back, and we brought Cadinho on for his first start, for his first team appearance. And they've crossed to the back post. Diaz gets his head on it. Semenyo finds Barrios. Basic into Mauricio. Now Cadinho's through on goal. And immediately he's opened his account for the club. Lovely finish. And 7 minutes into his debut, he's got his first goal. Mauricio he was free. Easy run, takes a touch, lifts it over the keeper from the edge of the box. And a potential star, hopefully. All right, so we've brought some more fresh legs on just to see out the game here. A free kick, Mauricio towards the back post. Keeper comes and misses it. But one of our players went down, and we've been given a penalty. And it's Semenyo to step up to take it. Sends the keeper the wrong way. makes it 4-0 on the night and 6-1 on aggregate. Nice and confident. And we're flying into the quarterfinals here. Right, Diaz takes it down into Mauricio. It's cleared as far as Otavio. Kevison cutting in field. Mauricio from distance and just didn't get enough bend on it, and it goes wide of the post. And they're just going left to right here now. Giovanni into the box. Low cross in. And the shot's deflected wide at the near post for a corner. In swinger into the near post. It's flicked on and over the top. And there we are. Full time, 4-0 on the night, 6-1 aggregate, comfortably into the quarterfinals. And let's keep this Copa do Brasil campaign rolling on. And there we are, the end of another episode. And the one aim for this season is the Copa do Brasil. We've won comfortably in the third round and the fourth round. We're now through to the quarterfinals. So join us next time to see how we get on in the quarterfinals and potentially the semi-finals as well. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you then.